Welcome back to You've Made a Mobile App, Now What? Welcome back to our last section on the Module 2 Community Connection, and this is the How to Network on Purpose. So let's talk about networking on purpose. I know we talked about this just a little bit before in Module 1, where we talked about how to network on purpose, meaning to get your message out there. But right now we're going to go a little deeper in on this subject. One of the ways to network on purpose is to actually become a guest blogger. And being a guest blogger really doesn't take a lot of extra effort on your part other than to build that relationship with the website or the person that you want to be a guest on. And what you basically do is you just take one of your existing blogs and kind of tweak it to their audience slightly. And it's amazing the power of this, because you're going to contribute to other websites and you're going to share your expertise. But what's nice about it is that they'll allow you to hook back into your own app or your website and back into your bio for certain, so that people will know who you are. So you have another link to have your message out there. And Google likes that. Google will help you be seen even more when you do guest blog and it links back into your website, which ultimately leads back to your page about having a mobile app. So being a guest blogger can really have some strong purpose here. So when you're networking with people and networking on purpose, you want to be looking for people who you can ask to be a guest blogger, and in reverse, offer to have them be a blogger on your site. And here's something that a lot of people don't think about, which is to contact writers within your niche. And you'd be surprised who's out there writing about different things. I just saw a site the other day that was about the top 10 unknown business apps available. And this is just a writer who happens to critique different apps. And there's no reason why you can't send yours to them and explain to them why you want to be part of their niche and have them write about it. It's a very, very highly effective techniques. What happens is that these writers, they get a hold of things. They're always looking for topics to write about. And when you contact them and send this to them, you pretty much need to do a letter of what the problem is, why you're the solution, what benefits that you bring in, features and benefits. So you're almost selling them on the idea of your app and asking them for their support. And if you find the right people who care about your niche, you're going to find that they're going to be more than happy to interview you, write about it, talk about it from that third party. There is power in that third party giving you validity and giving you the respect that you deserve to have about your app and about your business. And one thing you want to do, though, is be very kind and not real pushy when you want to talk about asking these writers. You don't want to be in their face. You want to build a relationship, build that bridge that you can then have a good relationship with the influential writers. And it goes a long, long way to just have these third party. And all you need to do is just Google and find people that are within your niche that are the writers and just approach them. You would be surprised at the results that you'll get. And along the same lines, if your app is a community-driven app where it talks about the community, maybe you are doing something where you're the top 10 pizza places in the area, you are addressing a local community. So you want to contact the people that are within your local community that are very influential, and that can be anything from like welcome wagon letters or printed articles, the community neighborhood papers, things of that nature. So you definitely want to consider possibly even doing a local mail out to the targeted area. And yeah, I know we're right back to where we started this conversation of going paper, going old school. And electronic is exactly what we're all about, but sometimes you have to have that physical thing where it stands out. And if you do a mailer, make sure that it stands out. People aren't getting as much mail as they used to that doesn't look like advertisement and junk mail. So you want to make sure that yours stands out for a specific reason, and make it bright, make it vibrant, make it so that people will want to actually read it. Or you could even do just a simple postcard or even a letter. People will open up letters these days as long as they look like they're authentic and that they're coming from a place where you care about them and you're giving them value within the community. So don't forget about your local community contacts. And throughout everything that we do, be noteworthy. You know, that's be funny, be cool, or even shocking. And if you have a chance, you know, you never know. You might end up making it to Reddit because somebody posted it. Somebody did something that was great. One of my clients runs a bakery over in a little town here, and she's very much into first responders and sharing cupcake love. And she is getting to be so noteworthy because of her cupcake love. And her app is starting to grow leaps and bounds because people want to always stay in touch with her. And she's just doing simple things like having her photo taken with the people that she's dropping off the cupcakes to, whether it be the firefighters or first responders or all of these different activities. And one of these days she's going to end up making it over into Reddit. And you want to possibly take a good look at that as long as you stay authentic. If you're not one who likes to be funny or cool or shocking, pick one thing that's all about you. What makes you noteworthy? What makes you stand out from your crowd and makes you that step above? And that's what people are going to notice. So when you're being noteworthy, make sure to be authentic as you do it. And the last little bit about being noteworthy, one thing that people do want, and it's all about your community here, is that everyone wants to have a customized experience with their app. And there's ways to tailor that. There's different things that you can do depending upon how much your app is customizable. But if people are looking to do ordering, they can have an app that remembers their order in the past. Or if people are in a loyalty program, they can kind of customize that. But everybody should be able to customize the push notices that they get. So when you are sending out push notices, and this is something we'll talk about a little more in depth in our modules coming up, but when you do that, you want to make sure that you can let people decide which push notices that they want to get, all depending upon your business and what makes you unique. So it's okay to have different things because not everybody's going to want to have the same experience. And let's not forget, mobile apps is what brings us all together. It's amazing the power of the mobile app and how it does bring your community together so that you can stay in contact with them and you can continue to do business and you can continue to give them the value. So remember that a mobile app brings everyone together. Okay, so let's review what we learned. So one of the biggest things that we learned today is that paper is still important. Even though you are going electronic and everybody's doing everything on their phones, it's still important to have some paper out there. There's still needs for it. There's ways to let people know that you have a mobile app and how to download that. And getting your message out there is really important. And there's a variety of ways to do that, whether you're doing public speaking, podcasting, any other way that you can get the message out there and share that with the community. And network on purpose. When you're out there talking to people, make sure that there's a good connection and definitely build a relationship. That is by far the most important thing that you can do. So next week in Module 3, we're going to talk about community reaction, and we're going to talk about ways to have you get rated, get your app rated on the App Store. It will definitely help improve your search capabilities. And we're going to talk about getting users to share your app and get your message out, because there's nothing better than a referral. And finally, we're going to do some stuff that's going to take you offline and be able to share some ways to get some community reaction. So make sure to look forward to all of that. And in the meantime, here's my contact info. Please contact me with any questions that you might have, whether you want to send me a text, shoot me a message, or just check out our website and see what we got going on there. So in the meantime, I want you to have an absolutely wonderful day.